It's very rare watching a TV show that you get to say, great chainsaw fight, but the second episode of Preacher did just that. Full spoilers follow for that episode called C, episode 2 of AMC's Preacher. So if you're still listening, you've seen the episode or you don't care about spoilers. All right, let's go. I liked this episode overall. I didn't think it was as strong as the pilot. And I've seen the first 4 episodes of Preacher, which I'm loving. This was the weakest episode overall for me. I did think it was kind of repeating some beats from the pilot, doing that thing that a lot of shows do in episode 2 of making it very accessible for people who might have missed the first episode in a way that you feel, okay, you're going pretty slow here, repeating some information. But there were definitely some highlights. And the opening sequence with a certain character from the comics, that was great. But the highlight had to be the insane chainsaw fight church sequence. And I'm talking the whole sequence too, with the characters Fior and DeBlanc, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, what they were doing to Jesse. It was so strange. The coffee can and the song. This is just not a scene you would normally see on a TV show. And even though it was very sort of confusing, it was in a very compelling, interesting way. And then when Cassidy shows up, I love that he assumed that they were there for him. That's a natural assumption when 2 threatening, weird guys show up and you're a vampire and you know some vampire hunters are after you. You'd think they're there for you. And then, of course, the fight, which was all just sort of huge and chaotic. And when the chainsaw got brought into it, was super fun. I loved the whole thing with Cassidy being attacked, and then he tears a dude's arm off, and the chainsaw, still running, drags the guy's arm behind him, going straight to Jesse. Look, it's episode 2. Do we really logically think Jesse's going to get killed right now? No, but the sequence was so well done. In the moment, you felt that panic. I think that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg did a great job here overall, directing the second episode as they did the pilot, of taking all the crazy tonal shifts of this show and making them work. And that sequence was straight out of Sam Raimi Evil Dead territory, right? It just screamed that in all the right ways, and I loved it for evoking that so well. And I really liked what followed, too, with, you know, Cassidy goes full vampire, kills these guys, but then they just pop up at the end, seemingly fine, no worse for the wear, not showing any of the carnage they went through. So an intriguing beat to end on there with what exactly is going on with these 2 gentlemen in town. So overall, liked the episode, but I loved that whole sequence. What did you think? What did you think of the episode? You can read my full review at IGN.com of Preacher C, episode 2. And for plenty more on Preacher and plenty more for any chainsaw fights we might get in pop culture, keep it here at IGN.